personnel, base evacuation procedure, phase 1. Section leaders report immediately.
The urgent metallic voice of the computer cut across the quiet bustle of the Britannica's base ionizer operations unit. Although the monitoring technicians continued to work at their places on the central control desk, the standby crews moved briskly to their assembly stations, ready for a routine evacuation drill.
Base evacuation procedure, phase 1, general alert.
Senior control technician Jan Garrett hurried to the sleek control deck of Echo, the computer's communications unit, and stabbed the personal response button. The streamlined artificial head containing Echo's video eye swung into line with Jan's tense face. "Reference standby alert," she said tersely, cold grey eyes frowning behind her prim spectacles.
"Explain." "Threat of possible ionizer breakdown,"
it replied crisply, without a trace of emotion.
"Relay checks report malfunction build-up. Full data not yet available. All untraced ionizer faults require evacuation standby,"
it continued. As the voice clattered on, Jan Garrett hurried in the direction of the ionizer control room. She didn't need a lecture from Echo. She was all too well aware of the dangers. If the ionizer ever got completely out of control, it would mean total disaster. Not only would the entire unit be wiped out, but this area of southern Britannicus would be plunged into the state of radiation half-life for the next 500 years. And without the defensive barrier of the ionizer's heat shield, the whole island would eventually become uninhabitable, locked in the grip of a new ice age. But the computer, as ever, had given timely warning of trouble ahead. With Echo to guide them, they could not fail to hold their own. The flat voice suddenly changed in tone, rising a pitch to a higher degree of quiet alarm.
"Phase 2, Amber Alert. Phase 2, Amber Alert. All unauthorized personnel to be located and documented for departure."
Jan fought her way through the orderly turmoil of the Grand Hall and entered what had once been the library of the Georgian mansion that now housed the Britannica's base unit. It was in this elegant room, its paintings and its leather-bound books still preserved in their original 20th century state, that the compact but delicate ionizer was housed in regal isolation, its power lines linked to the small but immensely powerful reactor unit contained in the cellars below. One glance at the machine was enough. All the telltale needles were sinking rapidly through amber into the red danger zones. Jan's hands began to operate the relevant controls, damping, adjusting, increasing, desperately trying to achieve stability. Suddenly, the tension that gripped her was sharply increased by the sound of a man's voice at her shoulder. She turned. Leader Klent's face was dark with anger. "Why has this been allowed to happen?" he snapped. "The whole power series is barely above danger level."